Hey YouTube, good morning. Happy Friday to y'all. I hope you all have made it through the week. If you're looking at this video, you've made it through the week, so you can just relax now. Tomorrow's Saturday. For those of you who don't have to work over on the weekend, good for you. For those of you who do have to work, you can still have a little fun, but you got to get up for work in the morning. But anyway, this video is a tribute to Aretha Franklin. I'm not gonna sing, so don't sit up there and say, "Oh Lord." But I remember listening to Aretha Franklin when I was a small girl. My mom had an 8-track. For those of you who remember 8-tracks, I'm kind of telling my age a little bit, but at the same time, the first song I ever heard from Aretha Franklin was Respect. Um, and I asked my mom, I was like, who is that? She said, that's Aretha Franklin. She said, her daddy used to be a preacher, or he is a preacher, or whatever. And I said, oh, okay. And so my mom at that time, my mom has said she's been singing for years, honey. She's not new to that. And she said, that's the queen of soul. And I was like, how do you get to be a queen of soul? But I mean, I'm a little girl, so I don't know no better. But she has pioneered a lot of women through her music, and through her being a contributing factor to the music industry, she has opened up the doors. I'm sorry, guys. She has opened up the doors for a lot of other women. Um, and her music had a message. Her music come from joy. Her music come from pain. Her music come from other people's pain and other people's joy, which is good. Um, Now, I'm not going to take away from any artists that we have now, but if you take all those artists back during her time of Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Diana Ross, um, Martha Wells, all those artists back in those days, you take away the music, you take away the equipment, the musical instrument, the musical instruments, those women still could put on a powerful show with no music. You get some of these artists out here now. You take away the machines, you take away all of the synthesizers, you take away all that stuff, and they sound just like a damn chicken clawing, trying to get out the damn rooster house, out the hen house. I'm just telling you, you really put some of these artists on a stage with no music, just the mic and them singing a cappella, and you be like, what the hell am I listening to? But I'm gonna tell you, you get somebody with raw talent, they could sing the damn alphabet without any music accompaniment. They could sing it without any backup singers. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you get some people that can blow it out the water. But you get some of these new artists now, the music has no meaning. It's all about twerking, getting them dollars, trying to get them coins, get that house. None of that shit makes no sense whatsoever. We have gone from music that has meaning, that has love, that has soul, that has some kind of substance to it that make you think. This music now, you don't have to think about it. Everything is about hoes, clothes, money, and all this other stuff, cars and blinging it up and all that other stuff. And you look at a lot of the artists from back in that day of Aretha Franklin time. Yeah, they may have had clothes and jewelry and stuff like that, but they weren't like extravagant, flashy. With right now, you got some artists out here that got $1 million on their damn neck, but yet in your neighborhood where you coming from, you still got dilapidated buildings, and you're not really doing nothing for the community. You just out here styling and profiling, and you got people, your own people, that are suffering. Aretha Franklin was a woman of great conviction. She was a woman that helped people. She was a woman that provided. She was part of the civil rights movement, her and her father. Um, and unbeknownst to me, I just found out yesterday. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm hot flashing right now, so y'all got to excuse me. Um, but unbeknownst to me, this woman used to have her children come to Petersburg, Virginia. No one ever knew. Aretha Franklin would come to Petersburg, Virginia. Nobody would even know she was there. Now that's what you call being incognito. You being that incognito that you go to a place like Petersburg, Virginia. I went to Virginia State there, and big shout out to all my Virginia State Trojans. Um, Big shout out to all those people who are at Virginia State in Petersburg. Um, I love going to Virginia State. I partied a lot, but I mean, I also studied too. But at the same time, she would bring her kids there while she was out touring, and nobody never knew they were Aretha Franklin's kids. Now, how crazy is that? That you got people right there and they would never know that this woman and her kids was right there, literally in Petersburg. And this went on for a number of years until they got old enough to where it's just like, Mom, we don't have to go there. We can stay right here, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, let me put this disclaimer out there too. Before anybody go out there and start making videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, please don't get up there and try to make a tribute to Aretha singing one of her songs knowing damn well you can't sing. I didn't say sing, I said sing. A bird sings. But you got somebody like Aretha, she sang. That woman can sing. So before y'all decide to go live on Facebook or YouTube, please record yourself on your phone or on your computer to see how you sound. And if you don't come close to Aretha, don't put that shit on there. Don't put it live. Don't even put it out there. Let one of your family or friends hear it first, and then take what they say and you decide if you want to put it out there. Now, if you put it out there and you get a whole bunch of crazy comments and people joking on you and you know your stuff is raggedy, trust me, you're going to get what you're going to get. A lot of y'all finna go out here and try to scream out all these songs that this woman have sung. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to end up messing up and you're going to get a whole bunch of, you're going to think you was at the Showtime at the Apollo where everybody was booing you and going like this. Call a Sandman, take him off the stage and let him go on. But anyway, that's all I got. I didn't want to hold y'all long, but I just want to tell y'all this woman was a huge, she was known internationally. You never knew too much about her private life until she passed. And that's the crazy part. No one knew she had her first child at 12 and her second child at 14. No one knew that really. I didn't know. It was unbeknownst to me. I found that out. But at the same time, whose business is it for anybody to know her private life? And that's one thing that I noticed about a lot of older artists like Gladys Knight, Diana Ross, um, Patti LaBelle. Some of their personal issues may have been out, but it wasn't anything like some of these artists you got in there. Every detail of their life is being calculated, it's being watched, it's being manipulated, or whatever the case may be. One thing about these artists like Gladys Knight and Aretha Franklin and all these other artists and stuff like that, you never heard a whole lot about their private life. They didn't make their private life public. Now everything got to be public. Everybody want to stay damn relevant, and half of the shit that they putting out there, it don't make no sense. It's not relevant, and none of that other stuff. If you are great and good in your craft, you ain't got to put yourself out there with all this negative energy to stay relevant. If you say Aretha Franklin, if you don't know who Aretha Franklin is one of three things: either you was just born today, you was born last night, or you lived under a rock all your life and you just came out the cave today. I'm just gonna put it out there. It is what it is. If you say you don't know who Aretha Franklin is, there's something wrong with you, and you have never expanded your horizons beyond far than what you can see right in front of you. However, this woman was known internationally. This woman can sell out shows and bring the house down with no questions asked. If somebody say Aretha Franklin was gonna be at the damn at Wolf Trap, I'm gonna tell you right now, her tickets be sold out in probably 5 minutes. It's not a game. This woman was about her shit, and she demanded and commanded respect, and she earned her RESPECT. She earned it all. So when Birdman said put some respect on it, he's talking about a different kind of respect. Aretha demanded respect with a T, respect. And some people would never understand that because that song was originally done by a man. in which the man was like, baby, I'm out here going to work every day. I'm out here. I want some respect when I get home. I done brought home the bacon. All I need you to do is fry it up in the pan. Give me some respect when I get home. It was a song originally done by a man, but she took it and made it her own. She made it a woman's anthem, and to this day, that song still reigns supreme right now in regards to a woman's anthem. But anyway, that's all I got. I didn't want to hold y'all long, but anyway, that's just my little tidbit on Aretha Franklin. There will never be another like her. She cannot be duplicated. It might can be imitated, but it can be imitated wrong, and it will not be duplicated. There is no other voice like hers. When Cheryl Pepsi Riley did the remake of that song, of Aretha's song on that movie, I Can Do Bad All By Myself, starring Taraji P. Henson. Let me tell you something. Cheryl Pepsi Riley was the only one that came close, and she was on the cusp of sounding just like Aretha. Because when I first heard that song, and that song came on that Tyler Perry movie, I Could Do Bad All By Myself. Let me tell you something. I got out my seat and I was rocking. I was rocking right there with her. It was a whole lot of times I'll put the movie in and I just want to hear that song. And that's no lie, because I thought it was hot. But at the same time, that's all I got. Love y'all. Y'all be safe. Have a good weekend. I'm out.